So here is what I consider one of the most important livestock grazing species that grows on the Great Plains. This grass is called big bluestem. It gets its name, it has a kind of a bluish green tint to it. Pretty indicative of our blue stems, as they all tend to have that bluish green tinge. Other species like Indian grass and switchgrass will have that coloration as well. But how you tell the difference from big bluestem and the other bluestems is its bunch grass habit. Tends to grow in bunches or clumps. But if you was to look up and down the stem of that plant, it has this really coarse, really kind of 1/8 to 1/4 inch long hairs that extend up that plant stem and also extend out onto the leaf blade. Maybe a similar species, Indian grass, will have similar hairs growing up, but those hairs don't extend out onto the leaf blade. Little bluestem is essentially hairless, doesn't have hardly any of those fuzzy hairs growing up. So when this plant gets a little larger, a little more mature, it will have a pretty significant and pretty unique seed head. It almost looks like a turkey's foot. It'll have these 3 awns that have seeds attached that at first glance looks like a turkey foot waving in the air. Extremely palatable for livestock, makes excellent hay, excellent forage. Wildlife don't necessarily use it as a food source, but they use this as nesting cover. This is a really important nesting area for bobwhite quail. They'll get down in the middle of this and build a nest and lay their eggs and use that as protective cover until those little quail that are the size of your thumb get bigger and are able to move throughout the ecosystem.